Good evening, Deborah, all the way from Las Vegas. Humbly bow to you. Mm. Whoa. Hello, everybody. Well, God, everybody's here. Uh, Tracy Taylor. Good evening to you. Thank you for tuning in. Who else is here? Mike Woods from Little Rock, Arkansas. Thank you for tuning in this evening, Mike. Glad to have you. I see, is that Maddie Williams? Good evening to you as well. Dana, good evening. Mr. Scott, I've been missing you. Lewis, I've been here. Where have you been? I came back about 2 weeks ago. The first show was maybe last Saturday, I think. But we normally do them on Wednesday. But I'm back, and thanks for thinking about it. Good to have you with us tonight. Karen Porter, good evening to you as well. Thank you for tuning in to tonight's broadcast. Is that Neil? Good evening. Faye is here like always. Where else would she be? Gifted, good evening to you. Thank you for tuning in as well. Hello, Mrs. Scott. I like you, this much. That's the case. Deanna Williams, thank you so much. I love you big time as well. Appreciate you. Miss Lewis, it is good to be back. It is good to be back. I wish everybody saw that. I'm going to give it just a few minutes. I'm going to set some more hellos, and then we're going to get started into tonight's broadcast because we got a couple of big stories tonight that we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about impeaching 45 and, of course, the Maleah Davis case. We are going to revisit that, and we're going to look at then and now. Some things that we didn't get an opportunity to speak on. We'll be sharing that information with you throughout the coming weeks. Things that we did not release, we are going to start releasing them. We released some of the documents today, and it gets worse, but we're going to start releasing all of them. So, hope you all have had what's today, Wednesday, a great weekend. I got some rest that I so badly needed. Saturday, I think I did absolutely positively nothing. Keisha, good evening to you. Thank you for tuning in. Knight, thank you for tuning in. Welcome. Grant, good evening to you. For the third time in U.S. history, we are in the middle of an impeachment. Impeaching Donald J. Trump, who is a menace to society. He's a joke, something straight out of a comic book. He should never, ever be taken serious. He has no idea how the government works on any level. It is earthly impossible. Quote me on this. It is earthly impossible for every Republican to see Donald Trump as completely innocent on every charge. It's impossible. It's impossible. The Republicans have already made up their mind. We're going to find him not guilty, and he's going to go back to what he should be doing. And would that be the case, then I don't know why we have a hearing, because your mind is already made up that he's not guilty. The Republicans, they care more about Donald Trump's feelings than the people that put them in office. Our country is a joke right now. The Democrats have to take some blame for this as well. Ms. Knight, I thank you big time. The Democrats have to take some blame for this because of one reason. When Donald Trump first walked into that Oval Office and started going against the United States Constitution, they should have dealt with him then, but they didn't. The more you let a person do, the more they're going to do. And it's gotten to the point now to where it's out of hand. The House has already impeached him. Now we're with the Senate, who has scheduled a 12-hour day. That's earthly ridiculous. And since when do we have a hearing, a trial, without witnesses? That's unheard of. You have to have witnesses. The problem with the witnesses is that the witnesses are going to tell the truth. And so we don't want them to come and talk. It is indeed an obstruction of Congress, abuse of power. Former security advisor, John Bolton, they don't want him to speak. Why? If you have done nothing wrong, Trump, let him speak. Everybody that they want to interview, no, they're not speaking. No, they're not speaking. I'm going to use my power. They're not speaking. So here's what that tells me. You know you're guilty. And you know under oath, they're going to eventually tell the truth. If you have not done anything wrong, any impeachable offense, Trump, then let them talk. It's as simple as that. You let them talk. We've gotten to a point in this country to where we applaud the wrong and give a thumbs down to what's right. Kelly, thank you so much, big time. Appreciate you. Donald Trump, I don't know where he was today, but he made a statement, and I'm going to paraphrase what he said. Me and my people, we have all the papers and we have all the evidence that the Democrats want, but they're not going to get. So what did he say? He just turned state on his damn self. Yeah, I did this and I did that, but you can't prove it because I got the hardcore evidence. This thing got out of hand with when the whistleblower came forward about the July 25th phone call to Ukraine's president. Donald Trump withheld over $400 million in military aid until his mission was accomplished. The Republicans will tell you, no. He released them. He did release it after the whistleblower came out and exposed it. Then they released it. Before then, I need you to investigate the Bidens. Not only that, you need to make a public announcement that you're going to open up an investigation on the Bidens, especially Hunter Biden, the son. After that, we'll release the aides. You get your White House visit. You can come and take pictures. The White House is not for sale. A whistleblower is protected under the law. Trump and his people, we want the whistleblower's name. Why? We don't do that. So you can try to find some dirt on them. And if you cannot find dirt on them, you're going to plant something on them. They do not play by the rules. They do not play by the rules. It is ridiculous how far this thing has gotten in the United States. When you have a man sitting in the Oval Office that does not respect the United States Constitution, and he continues to bash people that speak out against him. He has an attorney now. One time he called stupid. He didn't like the way he handled Clinton's impeachment. Well, I'll be damned. Guess what? He's on his team now. Trump is a user. That's all he is. The attorney says in 1998, it has to be a criminal offense for impeachment. Well, in 2020, he now says, oh, it don't have to be a criminal offense for impeachment. I mean, it has to be that. Back then it didn't, but now it has to be. It don't have to be. It does not have to be a criminal offense to be impeached. It's time for Trump to go. Over half Americans took a poll and said Trump needs to be convicted and removed from that office. This is not about the Republicans versus the Democrats. This is about the United States and the idiot that sits in the White House running things. He's an embarrassment to the United States of America. It's impossible for Trump to be innocent on every damn thing. We have the transcript. Incidentally, we've uploaded that to our Injustice Investigations Facebook page. You can see the whole transcript of the phone conversation as Trump speaks with the Ukraine's president and tell him what he expects of him. Red-handed, you call him. You got Giuliani's right-hand man, Parnas, comes out. Trump knew exactly what was going on. Trump and I are friends. Trump said he never met him. Well, you took a picture with him. I took one picture with him. This is Trump. I took one picture with him. Well, CNN pulled up 7 pictures. Parnas came back with his pictures. It was more than one. He was at the hotel with Trump, enjoying life. Trump will lie at the drop of a dime. And he's been getting away with this throughout his whole life. And so that's why he brought that same practice to 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. And the shit done got old. If you let Trump stay in the White House, it's going to get worse. I promise you that. Trump only sits in there now because of racist white people. He speaks their language. That's why he's there. He wasn't elected. He was selected. He wasn't elected. He was selected for that position. And they don't know what the hell he's doing. You cannot bash people and call them names because they have pulled the curtain back on you and exposed you for who you are. Trump is a criminal. Trump is a racist. And Trump must come out of the White House. This is your opportunity. Republicans or Democrats, this is your opportunity to call your leaders and say, Trump must go. Convict, put him out the White House. And last, make sure you tell them this. It's an election season. If you don't get him out, we're going to get y'all ass out. You cannot bully your way around the United States. I don't know what he has on these people, but they're kissing his ass and will go to the hospital and ask the doctor if they kiss it again, will they get sick? Because they just love kissing Donald Trump's ass. And he knows this. Donald Trump is not used to people disagreeing with him, but it's happening now, and he don't like it. He says he don't know why he's being impeached. Are you fucking serious, dude? He don't know why he's being impeached. But here's the thing about that. He may not know, because most people have been doing wrong for so long, they now think the wrong that they do is right. And if the Republicans don't condemn Donald Trump for his actions, then it means one thing. They condone his actions, which makes them equal to him. This is a serious issue when you have a man in the White House with nuclear codes in the palm of his hand. And if necessary, Trump will start a war to get the attention off of him. Oh, he just did that, didn't he? He damn sure did. Have yet to show proof that it was necessary to kill the general. They haven't shown proof yet. Well, did any U.S. service members get hurt in the attack? No, not one, not one, not one. That too turned out to be a lie. And when they asked him about the brain injuries, oh, I don't see that as being serious. If you don't see a brain injury, you probably don't, because he don't have one. We are now, I see y'all ready for me to get to the Maleah Davis case. And we're finna go there now. Let me tell you this. There's not anything that you can say, and hear me good. There's not anything that you can do that will stop me from talking about Maleah Lynn Davis. It's just not going to happen. So you can just keep making an ass out of yourself. You can come on here and say whatever you want to say. We're not going to block you. I'm going to let you stay on here. I'm going to let you embarrass your damn self because I got work to do. I got work to do. And that work involves making sure Brittany Bowens get her fat, lapidated, expired ass in a jail cell until the day she died. And all of you who tortured Maleah up until the time she died must go too. All of you who know what happened to Maleah before and after must be dealt with too. And you will be. You will be. I can't respond. I can respond to you if I want to, but I'm not going to because you're making an ass out of yourself. Because the more you come at me, that kind of like, that gives me energy. I really go hard then. You thought I released some shit today. Wait till tomorrow. And the next day, and the next day, and the next day. I know you hate me. Can't stand my black ass. I don't give a fuck. As far as I'm concerned, you can suck out of my asshole until you get booty drunk. Brittany Bowens is going to prison. I don't understand anybody that wants to protect a woman that killed her own child. You all should be out there saying, justice for Maleah, justice for Maleah. But y'all out there saying, shut Alfonso up, shut him up. That bastard, that bitch, I hate him. I'm going to kill him. I'm going to go to Freeport and kill him. Bring your bad ass on. Bring your bad ass on. But a word of advice before you come. Reconsider that thought. You have no earthly idea who you fucking with. You have no earthly idea who you fucking with. You sit here and get mad. You don't fuck with other YouTubers because they ain't really saying shit. I'm the one that's saying the shit that's pissing you off because I'm knocking on the door and you know it. And you know it. You can't stop me. You won't stop me. Brittany's going. We're not going to do that yet. It's been almost a year since we first heard the name Maleah Lynn Davis. A 4-year-old girl from Houston, Texas, who was reported missing by her then stepfather, 27-year-old Darion Vince. Darion Vince reported his stepdaughter missing on May 4th when he went to the hospital, Sugar Land. He alleges that he was on his way to pick up Brittany Bowens from the airport in Brittany Bowens' silver Nissan Altima. Silver Nissan Altima. He heard a funny sound Thought he had a flat. Pulled over. Wasn't a flat. 3 Hispanic males pulled behind him in a blue truck, Chevy. One said, "She looks sweet." Talking about Maleah. Maleah looks real sweet. That didn't make no sense. Didn't make any sense. Investigators didn't believe it. Well, an Amber Alert was issued for 4-year-old Maleah Lynn Davis, possibly kidnapped by 3 Hispanic males in a blue truck. Never existed. He first told authorities that he arrived at the hospital. He walked all the way there. Then he said, "No, not all the way. I walked some of the way, and then somebody picked me up and brought me to the hospital." So now watch this. When they looked at surveillance video of him coming in the hospital, pulling up, a female was driving. He was on the passenger side. He arrived in a silver Nissan Altima, identical to the one Brittany Bowens had just purchased. Now, I released the court documents, the police report, on my page today. Well, investigators said we spoke with Brittany Bowens and asked her about this vehicle. When we showed her that the surveillance camera, Brittany said that's her vehicle. That's what Brittany Bowens said. Well, one day I'm in the back. Someone sends me a video of a reporter sitting in a car doing a story on the Maleah Davis case. I promise you, Barton, we will get justice for Maleah. I promise you that. And the reporter said, "Shit, just spoke with some police officer." And he said, "No, that wasn't Brittany's car." Well, who was driving it? Well, it was a female that was driving it, but she's not important because she don't have anything to do with this case. She don't know Brittany Bowens. She don't know Craig Davis. So she has nothing to do with this case. Bullshit. Bullshit. And I hope the cops listening. Bullshit. If that had happened, a stranger picked him up and took him to the hospital, whether that person like it or not, they just got involved in this case. So they are attached to this case. Yes, they are part of this case. Now, it don't take a damn rocket scientist to see Brittany Bowens must have some connection in the Houston Police Department, and she does. She must know some people in Dallas, Texas, and she does. They must know some people with CPS, and they do. They do. This is one of the strangest cases I've ever heard of in my life. When Brittany Bowens and Craig Davis had an open CPS case on both of them, Brittany Bowens does not go to prison for nothing. Nothing. If I'm a police officer investigating this case, the first somebody is a suspect to me is Brittany Bowens. That's the first one. Simply because of her open CPS case, when someone reported them and said that they was abusing the kids and neglecting them. Anonymous, someone sent a tip in. Must have been enough evidence to believe they removed them. Well, Brittany says in one episode, it's on my page, that Maleah Davis was sitting at a table, a marble top table, and she fell on the floor. She didn't take her to the hospital. She called her mother, Brenda Bowens, first, as she always do. Told her what happened, asked her what to do. Take her to the hospital. So she did. In one of the documents, here's what the doctor said. We don't know how Maleah Davis injuries occurred. But here's what we do know. We know two things. Number one, that they are not consistent. The injuries are not consistent with what Brittany Bowen said happened to Maleah. And number two, Maleah Davis had a previous brain injury that was never reported. I'm going to just say that was an attempt homicide then. Didn't work. Darion Vance did not kill Maleah Davis. Brittany Bowens killed Maleah Davis. The police say they believe Darion Vance was the last person to see Maleah alive. I dispute that. I do. Brittany Bowens was the last somebody to see her daughter alive because she's the killer. Don't you find it strange? Now watch this. Don't you find it strange that on the surveillance camera where they lived, don't you find it strange that we see Darion Vance several times on surveillance camera? But we never, ever see Brittany Bowen's fat ass. Never. That's strange to me now. That's strange to me. It's almost like it was orchestrated that way. We never see her until she makes her return home. Then we see her when she is going to check on the apartment. Something's not right. Something is not right. I'm going to tell you why there's so many people protecting Brittany Bowens. They're protecting Brittany Bowens because they're also protecting themselves. Craig Davis felt Maleah Davis. Janetta felt her. Her mother did. The grandmother. Judge Lopez. CPS. They all felt her. Darion Vance's brother. They all felt her. They did. There are some people that got involved in this by accident. By accident. But now it's like the movie, they in too deep. There is, since y'all want to play fucking games, don't forget Brittany Bowens. There is still one person in your family that still calls me. Talked to her 2 nights ago. The last thing she said to me, she laughed and she said, do it. That's all she said. She said, do it. That's the woman that was there when you were there. You know, with the funeral and you was acting strange that day, jittery, had nothing to do with your daddy being dead. Somebody, Kelly says, I really believe he is protecting his brother. You just preached. If Darion speaks and tells the truth, not only will Brittany Bowens go to jail, those that help them get rid of the body have to go down too. As simple as that. So it's not just he is protecting Brittany. Bruce Burton said, yes, it is time for Big Bad Bull Brittany to go to jail. I totally agree with you. It's not that he's just protecting Brittany Bowens. He's protecting his brother. Remember how fast his brother got his ass out of town. And Maleah Davis' body, it had been moved. It wasn't there all the time. It wasn't. It wasn't. But the investigators know more than they're telling you. But because of the powers that be, Brittany still walks. And anytime someone gets upset with me or anybody for speaking out on this, you're equal to them. You just as evil as Brittany. You don't want the murderer in prison that killed a helpless 4-year-old child. It don't bother your stupid ass when you look at that video of that still shot of Maleah Davis on April 30th behind her stepfather, Darion Fence, going into the apartment, not knowing she would never come out alive. That don't bother you, stupid motherfuckers? I bother you. Well, bitches get a goddamn aspirin because it's finna get bad. It's finna get real bad. That don't bother you. Seeing that little girl going to the death chamber. That shit don't bother you. You don't fuck with the other YouTubers, like I said, because they ain't saying shit. And I got several emails. Don't you think you got all my goddamn information? I'm too old of a cat to be played for the kid. That don't bother you, that a child is dead. It don't bother you that they going through life, enjoying life right now, and a girl is in the ground. That don't bother y'all, huh? Y'all some sick motherfuckers. All of y'all are witches and fucking demons. Craig Davis was bitch ass. He wants to try and grab Darion Vance in court. Bitch, what? You know them folks won't gonna let you touch that man. When you should have grabbed him, it's when, quote unquote, he told you, she and that she said, you can't sell. Your bitch ass didn't do nothing. That's when you should have grabbed him. Show me the man in you, bitch. Ain't no man in you. You doing this for show. Y'all talk about me because I'm on the goddamn shit and you fucking know it. And the goddamn thing changing. We ain't going no goddamn motherfucking well. Now think of your goddamn next move, motherfuckers. Brittany going. And all those involved must go. You must go. A child is dead. And it don't mean a goddamn thing to you motherfuckers. Did you see Brittany out there looking for her? No. Why does she go look for her? She knows she's dead. Darion Fitz wasn't nothing but a cleanup man. That's all he was. The cleanup man. Y'all upset with me. I love it. Because if I was saying some shit that wasn't true, you motherfuckers wouldn't be fucking with me. Oh, I'm trying to be Miss Lewis. I ain't gonna give you no sugar-coated shit cookies. I'm gonna tell it like it is. Now these motherfuckers come out with t-shirts. Maleah Davis. If y'all had it in your heart, you won't be on no goddamn t-shirt. We're going to revisit this here. I'm looking at things I missed when we first started looking at this case. I spoke with a lady. She said there was an argument the night before. And the day of, there was another argument. The last thing she heard was she said it's like a thump. That's all she heard. You motherfuckers wouldn't even buy her a casket. You wouldn't buy a headstone. But you got all these GoFundMe pages set up. Even in her death, y'all neglected her. If my child had been killed, I wouldn't give a fuck who set up a goddamn YouTube channel. Tell it, tell it, tell it, tell it. I'll shake their motherfucking hand. Help me get justice. You motherfuckers want me or you want justice? Oh, I know what you want, but you ain't getting that. Mama said you got to bring ass to get ass. You fake ass motherfuckers. Then I got 3 old women called me one Saturday. Never will forget it. I just left Best Buy. They called at different times. The same day. 3 old black women. The same fucking day though. Each one of them, I think she was putting him Darion Vince's car. Darion Vince's white car. God damn, what a coincidence. Somebody else just called and said that. Really? See, y'all stupid. And you think stupid because you got a simple mind. And you can tell that bullshit to somebody else that's simple-minded and they might believe it. But me, I'll go, yeah, okay, I'll play dumb all day long, but I don't play too long. I knew what you motherfuckers up to. Even you motherfuckers that send money. I knew what y'all was up to. Y'all are sad. This little girl is dead. Weeks before she went missing, weeks before she was killed, she had brain surgery. Prior to that, she celebrated her 4th birthday. And I saw Darion Vince on a video, and he was picking it up like this here, and she was just smiling, and he was smiling. They was in the car riding and singing together, enjoying life. That don't sound like nobody that's molesting that child, because that child is always happy to see Darion Vince. When a child is being neglected, beat on, and molested, the individual that's doing it, if they ever come around, you know something ain't right. When he came around, she smiled. But he molested her. Well, goddamn, Brittany, why you didn't tell the courts when y'all was in there that the man at the house you living with was molesting your child? Because I don't see his name on here nowhere. I don't see it. That was a perfect time to get him locked up. You know why you didn't say shit? Because it didn't happen. If she was molested, your ass did it. Y'all are sick. All of you should commit suicide and die and make the world a better place. This thing is not about you. I made a promise. Hear me good. I made a promise to Maleah Davis. As long as I live, your story will never die. The promise was made to Maleah Lynn Davis, not you motherfuckers. That's a promise I intend on keeping. I'm going to keep that promise. So y'all not a goddamn factor. But I see I am to y'all. What the hell? I don't give a fuck. Because if I wasn't saying shit, you wouldn't be fucking with me. But y'all will get tired before I will. I promise you that. Y'all will get tired before I will. I got some pictures somebody sent me yesterday, day before yesterday. I can't send them out. I want to put them out. But the person that sent them to me, I need to get their permission first before I release them. Brittany Bowens, enjoying life. Floating through life. Enjoying life. Craig Davis, enjoying life. She carried her in her womb, but she never carried Maleah Davis in her heart. When Maleah Davis allegedly came up missing, she became part of the more than 375 children missing in the state of Texas. Malcolm X with the toupee became Brittany's spokesperson. So whenever Malcolm X with the toupee was speaking, be mindful of one thing. It was Brittany talking. That was her spokesperson. So when he speaks, it's like she's speaking. He's the one who said Darion Vince molested that baby over and over again. When he would bathe her, he would molest her over and over again. I told him to stop and he wouldn't stop, kept doing it over and over again. But you never called the police. Listen to this, listen. But you never called the police. I don't know a mother would do that kind of bullshit. Well, some mothers would call the police when they know it or after they done killed his ass. That's what they gonna call. But this motherfucker never did. She didn't give him his ring back. But when she saw the dick, say it with me, when she saw the dick in the phone, then she wanted to give the ring back. So the dick is over the child. Hello, Yaxie. Come on. I don't give a fuck about Brittany Bowens. There's a child that's dead. Brittany Bowens, her mom, and the whole goddamn family, and you motherfuckers can kiss my ass. Because I'm going to keep talking until Brittany ass is walking in a jail cell. Y'all not a factor to me. But I got to be to you motherfuckers because I keep you up at night. What the fuck you say? You can't stain me. I'm ordained to do this shit. You gonna say it again. You can't stain me. I'm ordained to do this shit. Y'all some sick motherfuckers. Every child that is in close proximity to Brittany Bowens is marked for death. And you motherfuckers that protect her, same way. Y'all killers. Y'all should be pushing her boat-built ass in the goddamn courtroom saying, lock this big bitch up. But you're not. You're protecting her. I can talk about any goddamn case on the planet. Y'all fine. But the minute I said something about Brittany Bowens, what that motherfucker say? What that motherfucker say? My wife told me one time somebody was talking to her about some text messages that they was receiving from the boyfriend, something like that. And so I guess the lady would get upset when she would read the text messages. And so the mother told her, if you don't read the text messages, you'll never know what he said. It's as simple as that. So what you motherfuckers say, I don't know. I don't give a fuck. I'm on a mission. You all are not a factor. The mission is Maleah Lynn Davis. I made a promise to her. You motherfuckers wasn't included. All of y'all evil. None of y'all cared about it. And you still don't. I'm going to release some shit that I didn't release before. Brittany Bowens must be arrested. I cannot fathom people getting upset. I wouldn't give a damn if a man raised up from the goddamn dead and was helping to find justice for my child. I wouldn't give a fuck. I salute him. I'm doing what you motherfuckers should be doing. But y'all got these goddamn Maleah Davis closed group. Maleah Davis closed group. Why the fuck is it closed? What the fuck are y'all talking about besides me? What the fuck are you talking about? You ain't no goddamn cops. You ain't no investigators. What the fuck could you be talking about in a closed Maleah Davis group? Why is it closed? Because y'all some evil bitches and diabolical fucking demons. That's why it's closed. Closed. Closed for what? There is no statute of limitations on murder. I'm going to say it again. There's no statute of limitations on murder. Now, Darion Vince, if your ass want to sit in there and bite this goddamn bullet for this big-ass bullet, well, that's your dumb ass. That's your dumb ass, because let me tell you something. You will sit. You will sit while she enjoy life. I wouldn't give a fuck. My brother, I got to tell it. I got to come out of this. I got to tell it. But there's so many people involved in this. So many. The lady that heard what happened by accident. Oh, shit, I'm in this shit now. Don't you say nothing. Don't you say nothing. There are multiple players in this game. Multiple players. And some of y'all might be scared of the powers that be, but I don't give a fuck. What they gonna do? They're gonna take you to jail. I've been to jail before. Goddamn, I just got out a few weeks ago. On a goddamn misdemeanor. I'm gonna get justice for this child. I'm going to do it. And I suggest you motherfuckers fall in line. Because if I didn't like your ass, if you were lying, I wouldn't come on your channel. If I just didn't like you, I wouldn't come on your channel. You know what that does? If I come on your channel and I don't like you, that says a lot about me. You know what they say about me? I'm super fucking stupid. Why the fuck you go on there and you know he's going to give you a headache? You know you don't like it. Why the fuck are you over here? Why? I want to see what I'm going to say. Not what you want to hear. I promise you that. A 4-year-old child is dead in Houston, Texas. And y'all playing fucking games. Y'all playing fucking games. You don't give a fuck about the child. You should be trying to join forces with me. But you're not. Why you didn't come to Houston like you said you was coming? Bitch, you said I didn't come. I think I went there twice. You motherfuckers just didn't know it. I ain't see you. Does that mean I didn't come? Means you didn't see me. Now, what's your next move? What's your next move? If Maleah Davis was your child, all I need for somebody to just say, yes, I would. Just want somebody to say this here. Just say, yes, I would. If Maleah Davis was your child, would you want somebody speaking out to get justice for your child? I just need want somebody to say, yes, I would. Just give me one. Just one person. Say, yes, I would. Because if it's mine, I want you to do it. Roberta Rich. Yes, I would. Yes, I would. Look at it. Look at it. Look at you. You dumb motherfuckers that's in here. Starting shit. Look at what they write, God damn it. Hey, come on. Look at what they write. Look, motherfuckers. Yes, I would. Little black goddamn Christmas tree. And you bitches upset because I want Brittany Bowens in jail. You can go with the bitch. Yes, I would. Yes, I would. Y'all need to get you some goddamn rest. Because this is what I do for a living. Brittany Bowens may not be tonight, may not be tomorrow, may not be next week, may not be next month. But one day, the element of surprise is going to catch your big ass. And you must go to jail. You must go to jail. Darian Vince did not kill Maleah Lynn Davis. Oh, she was on my lap and I threw her shit to the wall. That man didn't do that shit. That man loved Maleah. He loved Maleah more than the woman that gave birth to her did. Hello, somebody ought to say amen. I know that for a fact. Y'all would rather see an innocent man. He's not innocent 100%. He's got something wrong in this. Give him that charge. Don't give him a charge that don't fit him. You can't charge him with murder because you know he didn't do it. You know he didn't do it. And then you let Brittany go back in the goddamn apartment. That was a crime scene. Y'all motherfuckers, Bonnie Fife wouldn't have done that shit. I gotta go. They said my time up. I love y'all. Be it Lord willing. We'll be back next week. As long as I live, Maleah Lynn Davis, your story, it will never die. It will never die as long as I live. I pray nothing like this ever happens to my child or my granddaughter. But if it does, I wouldn't give a damn who would speak out. Anybody speak out. You can be my fucking enemy. Help me get justice. A child is in the ground. That don't bother y'all. It don't bother y'all. I love you. Thank you as always for tuning in. Remember, I'm not always right and you are not always wrong, but I know for a fact I'm right tonight.